Hi, yes, my name's Robert, and one of my reasons for looking into the Genius here was due to mainly for detoxification purposes. I had found over the years I started having issues with like fatigue, insomnia, headaches, and just general cognitive issues of that sort. I was seeing a physician off and on about other different medical things I was dealing with, and brought up the subject about my fatigue and headaches and whatnot, and she had suggested to take these pharmaceuticals. And I'm not one to want to take pharmaceuticals and pop pills for any type of symptom that I have. So I tend to want to take a more natural approach. So I started looking into it as far as my condition, and I went back to her and I said, well, what do you feel about detoxification? And she said, yeah, that would be a good modality to try. And I thought, well, okay, what area should I go? Because I come along, like with these, liver flushes and all these other different things. And come to find out, she had said, well, give saunas a try, and specifically an infrared sauna. So I looked into that and started doing some research on it, and saw some really good aspects of how infrared can help with detoxification. Came across Jesse here in Huntington Beach, who has the Photon Genius, that it's called, and I looked into that a little bit before coming down here, and for face value, I kind of was a little skeptical at first, but I tend to do a lot of research on things anyway, maybe a lot more so than other people might do, but I wanted to be sure what I was getting into wasn't, one, something that was going to harm me, and I felt pretty comfortable after speaking with Jesse that typically wouldn't be the case, as long as you didn't have some other real strange ailment with heat. If you don't handle heat well, that could be an issue. So I thought, okay, I'll give this a try. I figured I'd give it 3 or 4 sessions or so and see how it works. And I will have to say that after initially, let me back up, initially when I first tried it, I went in there and I didn't sweat at all. It was like 15 minutes before I broke a sweat, and which was typically the case with me when I would do a normal workout. So I didn't think much of it at the time. And so, but then over the course, I did 4 consecutive in a row treatments, 30 minutes each. And I noticed after the 3rd treatment that I was just like, oh my God, my body just opened up, and I just started sweating a lot, which is good and bad, of course. And then so I started increasingly over time. Now this is the 7th week I'm into it. This is my 7th week now, and I'll say that even with each time, it seems like progressively I've sweated more. I've noticed my skin getting clearer, sleeping better, just an overall, just feeling better, just in general. So it's helped me tremendously, and it seems like even till today, it seems like each time I couldn't believe it. It seems like each time I go in, I keep sweating more and more and more. So it just really makes me realize, and I didn't even really realize how much over the years I stopped sweating, which is a good way to detoxify your body, to where I found that working out, because I did aerobics, I tried all that stuff, CrossFit and stuff, but there's nothing like using the sauna, which I've researched into. I found out that the sauna inhibits their sympathetic nervous system, to where when you work out, it actually engages your sympathetic nervous system, to where that can create even problems with your adrenaline, because it'll actually, working out at times can actually help you stop, actually help you stop from sleeping well. To where here it calms you down, it calms your sympathetic nervous system, which I found out and really realized until I started wondering why all these things were happening to me. So all in all, I would highly recommend this Photon Genius to people. It's just a great thing for me that I've experienced, and I'm going to continue doing it. I keep experiencing more and more better things as time goes on. So it's great.